Yo, what's up film enthusiasts, and welcome back to another video. I just got done watching Cobweb and here's my honest and spoiler-free review. So in this movie, we follow an 8-year-old kid named Peter is played by mysterious and constant tapping from inside his bedroom wall. One that his parents insist it's all in his imagination. As Peter's fear intensifies, he believes his parents could be hiding a terrible, dangerous secret, and he starts questioning their trust. Cobweb, man. Honestly, where's the marketing of this movie? The only way I actually saw this movie is sometimes I check out just videos all about trailers, nothing else, just trailer, and Cobweb popped up. And then I was intrigued. It looked pretty decent for a horror movie. It looked a bit generic to me, but it looked actually pretty fun. And I was just shocked by the stars of this movie. And I'll get to that later in this review. But now having seen Cobweb, I really wanted to like this movie. But there's so many weird things about this movie that just isn't for me, honestly. But there also are some positives. There's so many times in this movie where I kind of knew where they were going, that direction where they were going and stuff like that. I was like, I see. Yep, you go there. Okay. Then boom, plot twist. I do enjoy that they surprised me a lot with the twists and turns in this that happens in this movie. And for acting for this movie, come on. You cast freaking Homelander and don't expect me to like this character or this movie. Yes, Antony Starr is playing the father of this movie, or Mark. He did such an amazing job playing and capturing this character. And I also like, without spoiling too much, sometimes he gives me the kind of Homelander vibes. Just Homelander vibes. He plays this kind of creepy, eerie person. So it's very just kind of Homelander-like. Now for Lizzy Caplan as the mother of this movie, or Carol. She did such an amazing job playing this character, even though I haven't seen much from her. But I know she is a talented actress. And she was in Cloverfield 2008. And then I cannot skip over the kid actor. Holy shit. He was so good in this movie, played by Woody Norman. It's crazy to me that sometimes kid actors are such better than adult actors. I do think that in this movie, Antony Starr is he kind of carried the acting. But come on, kid actors, and especially with his performance in this movie, amazing. Sometimes we'll say the dialogue was weird at the start for me, but as the more of time we figure out what happened, like oh shit. Okay, I do understand why. That's why. And like I said, and I will say this. The parents of this movie are creepy as fuck. The dialogue at the start was very weird. And with the Lizzy Caplan's character, it's really forced, I guess. It's really like a perfect mother, kinda, if you might say. So the dialogue in this movie come up weird at the start. But as the more time you're watching this movie, you will understand why. I really liked how they balanced lighting in this movie with shadows or silhouettes, for example. Have I seen it before though? Sort of. There's a lot of things I have seen before in this movie, in other horror movies, but in some scenes, you kind of just put in the eyes of Peter though, the 8-year-old boy played by Woody Norman. He's just seeing only shadows and silhouettes. And you just need to kind of fill in the gaps, what has happened, fill in the blanks. This movie has a very visual story, most of the story is very just going in the shadows. You just fill in the blanks, like I said there. So it's very like visual storytelling. So just before I get to my negatives, what are my first thoughts? Well, I found this movie an alright horror movie. I like the acting, the lighting balance, the airy tones of this movie, but it has its flaws. So what are my negatives about this movie? Well, there's a kind of side character as Peter's teacher, and she was like very concerned about his well-being, and just slowly pops up in this movie, slowly getting more and more screen time with her as the movie goes. And I found her character kinda useless in this movie. I didn't bond with this character so much as I did with the others, and a big part of that is I really do feel it's really unrealistic. I don't think a teacher would go to this length as she did in this movie. It's not really like teacher-like. It's very, I mean, there's a tone, there's a thing in horror movies that you just have to do dumb stuff sometimes. Sometimes it works for me, and sometimes it doesn't. This is the time where it doesn't work, and that's honestly it's just a bad part. And honestly, a really big negative for me is the ending of this movie. By the time you get to the ending and you get to kind of reveal what is happening and what it's trying to set up, without spoiling, I will say it was a big mistake to go that route. For me, I really liked more of the part of being obscure and just hiding from us, honestly. And I also do feel that the ending ended in a weird way. For me, it's a bit abrupt, the ending. It ended without an ending, kinda. So I just found the ending weird, and honestly just didn't like what was happening and what was the reveal. So for Cobweb, I'm giving cinematography 1 point. Nothing too crazy, some spins and other camera angles, but it's very generic for a horror movie. And now for acting and dialogue, I'm giving it 2 points. Antony Starr, Lizzy Caplan, and Woody Norman was amazing in this movie, with Antony Starr kind of carried the acting. And honestly, just the dialogue was a bit weird at the start, and I will go down with 1 point. Now with the storytelling, I'm giving it 1 point. Honestly, the ending. It's the ending for me that just kind of ruined the movie. And it just, I don't know why they decided to go that route, and also go that route of having just a side character with this teacher in this movie. It was really weird. And now, did I like it? Does it deserve 1 more point? I mean, I do like most horror movies, but I don't know. I did have an alright time until the ending. So I will give it, I guess I will just give it a 1 more bonus point, because why not? So if I just add those up, that'll be 4 points. With 1 bonus point, that will be 5 points. So with that, I'll be ranking this movie a 5 out of 10. Or a 2.5 out of 5 stars if you're counting Letterboxd, Rotten Tomatoes, or any other ranking places with stars. Now, if I were to give it a critically rating, I would have to give it a C-. This movie is an alright one-time watch, and for that I will be recommending you watch this at home. But that's just my review of this movie. Now I leave it up to you. I'm really interested in what you think about this movie, what you dislike or like about this movie if you had the chance to see it yet. And don't forget to follow me on X. I posted mostly daily, and I might give some first reaction to of a movie I see, or when I'm going to see this movie, or just trailer reactions. But yeah, also don't forget to like and subscribe. That means so much for me. It's free and it takes 1 second. I also have a subscriber goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so that will just help me out so much. And now I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out.